Good morning and welcome. It's Saturday, the 16th of April. I am Flatcap Callum. I'm hoping you are all very, very well. And we are back in normal video format. So, no more of me in a dodgy looking hotel room with a weird blue background. I'm back normal. I appreciate if those of you watching on mobiles, this is probably more annoying because then I go on widescreen. But hopefully, I can do a lot more technically in terms of updating and doing it quicker. So yesterday it took me about half an hour to upload the video. It was a bit of a nightmare. Alright, coming up today, we've got a steak and a half we're going to go, so £30 steak. So we've done either half steak, 3/4 steaks, all small steaks this week. We're going to go steak and a half today, so £30 our steak. So we'll do the very quick review of yesterday. We'll do today's bets. So it's 4 bets across the £30. And then we'll do a word on the golf. All right, so yesterday's bets. Decent. First decent day we've had in a few weeks, really. So we've had a couple of profitable days last week, but we ultimately lost last week. This week we've had sort of losing days and near misses and managed to land it yesterday. So we did 2 bets. So with the lucky 15 and all 4 legs placed. The annoying thing was the last leg, there's 3 major bookmakers didn't pay it. The rest did. So most people got the benefit of the 4-leg place yesterday, but not everyone. So really, really frustrating. So from a channel point of view, obviously it looks good for the figures, but I'd much rather we have a day where everybody can benefit. So it was 10 on, 69.42 back. So a £59 profit puts us comfortably in profit for the week. I think it's about 38 up for the week. For the month of April, we're down just about £8 for the whole of the month of April. So it was a really good win yesterday to turn the April figures around because they weren't so hot. So just as an aside, for those of you who are brand new to this channel or have been watching the dodgy videos the last couple of days, the channel is in profit. We're about 18.5% profit. We made profit January, profit February, profit March. We're slightly behind, as I just said, in April. The plan here is long-term profit. I'm not looking at short price favourites. I'm going for value in the market. So we do lose more days than we win. When we do win, like yesterday, it's a nice bet to land. So on any given day, we are more likely to lose. Record on a Saturday has not been the best. It's the most unsuccessful day of the week on the channel, but we have had a few ones where we've turned it around. So it's not as bad as it once was on the channel. And then I won't forget the Win Trixie was shocking yesterday. I mean, the first 2 were just so badly beaten out of sight. There was something not right with them, and the third one just wasn't good enough. So that was really, really poor. So 1 bet great, 1 bet not. So that was yesterday's bets. Right, okay, today's bets. So as I said, for those of you who are new, quick recap if you've been watching these funny videos this week. And I'm focusing on value. We do multiple accumulators on multiple days. So people ask me, what's your best horse of the day, your best bet of the day? If you want that kind of stuff, this isn't the channel for you. There are other channels out there that will provide you with that. My strategy is based in multiple bets across the day. So unless there's a really quiet day, I might put out 1 bet. Today it's 4 bets through stake and a half in. So we've got 3 lucky 15s and we've got a bumper bet, I would call it. It's a bet I haven't done on the channel before. So that will be the last bet, and the main bet is the bumper bet. So 3 lucky 15s and that. Also, if you're new, this is a free channel. There are no extra links. There are no Telegram channels. It's free. I haven't got any insider knowledge, insider info, some aliens talking to me from above, up in the sky. I research the form of the horses, every single race, look at every single horse, and then I come together and put it together in a betting strategy that is based in sound statistical science, if you like. So that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to ultimately make profit on the channel for people to benefit from, because the bookmakers ultimately are the ones that are profiting most of the time and most people lose. So I'm trying to do that. I'm also trying to do it in a way that's a bit of fun. So I'm not advising to bet massively here. I'm not advising anyone here to be a professional gambler or a professional punter. If you just followed all of my bets, hopefully you would make a bit of money. It's not as simple as just timesing it all by 10 or 50 and then suddenly making loads of money and you can live off that. being a professional punter is a lot more complex than just, some of these bets, and a lot harder work because you don't always, you're not able to get on in terms of opening accounts and stuff like that. Anywho, right, I'll crack on with the bets because I'm just going to bore you, but I'm just because I'm on my actual laptop now, it's more exciting for me. I can talk for you. Okay, stop rambling. Bet one. Here we go. First of the 3 lucky 15s. So we've got 204 Musselburgh Danzan 16 to 1, 335 Newbury Haydock 22 to 1, 555 Frontispiece 8 to 1, 715 Nottingham Professional Widow 20p each way lucky 15. This is all of these are first time out this season, so I've kind of put them together as a bit of a first time out this season bet, but noting there's some decent handicaps there at Newbury particularly. So 20p each way lucky 15 on those 4. That's each way, singles, doubles, trebles and accumulator. If you do it as lucky 15, most but not all bookmakers will pay you a bonus if only one horse wins. That's your bet 1. Bet 2, second lucky 15. Okay, this one is 3 at Cork, 1 at Musselburgh, 215 Cork, Florence Thompson 7 to 1, 250 Cork, Breaking Story 11 to 2, shortest one I've got today, 314 Musselburgh, All Right Sunshine 14 to 1, and then the 510 at Cork, In From the Cold 20 to 1. So 20p each way, lucky 15. That is bet 2. Bet 3. Third, 20p each way, lucky 15. These are all jumps horses. So we've got 244 Haydock, The Unit, 22 to 1. 249 Newton Abbott, Zakayan, 8 to 1. 319 Haydock, Ingleby Hollow, 20 to 1. And the 439 Carlisle, Well Educated, 12 to 1. 20p each way, lucky 15. So that is 3 20p each way, lucky 15s. That is £18. So to make it second half, we've got £12 on the last bet, which is the bumper bet. Okay, hopefully I've tried to make the first 3 super straightforward. This one's the one that's slightly more complicated. So what have we got in the bumper bet? From a long-term strategy point of view, this isn't necessarily the most sound. So if you're all about making profit, not necessarily the best. It's sort of a bit like combining a lucky 15 with combo doubles, which we regularly do lucky 15s. We've done a few combo doubles. It's kind of combining the two, and I could have just split this out into 2 lucky 15s and done a bit more stake, but I've kind of done these together because I think this is where the value is. And I thought it's Saturday, let's make it a bit of fun. And these are all races happening in a similar time frame, and so therefore it could be over very quickly, and everybody could be chucking things at me digitally, or it could look good. You never quite know. So I've got the 415 at Fairyhouse at Ballycoose at 28 to 1. We've then got the 425 at Lingfield, Mr. Mac 15 to 2. And then we've got 2 horses in the 429 at Haydock, Who Dares Wins and One Night in Milan. We've then got 2 horses in the 450 at Fairyhouse, Hayer and Felix Desgier. I can't pronounce those very well. So it should be 6 horses. So if you're filling this in online, you go into the multiples and you'd be looking at 15p each way doubles. Then you put 15p each way trebles, 15p each way accumulators or fourfolds, depending on how your bookmaker writes it. And then we've got 33p each way singles on 5 out of 6. I haven't done one on Mr. Mac because the price is shorter. So 33p each way singles. I know these are funny amounts. It adds up to £12, so it made it nice and easy in the end. 33p each way singles on 5 of them. So all the ones that are double figures, not Mr. Mac. Hopefully that makes sense. If you were doing this in a bookies, you would write these 6 like that, and then just write, as I've done, 15p each way doubles, 15p each way trebles, 15p each way accas or fourfold, and then the 33p each way singles next to them. So yeah, it's a funny bet because, as I said, we've kind of got 2 in each of those races. So the downside of this bet is if you are a bookmaker that does a lucky 15 bonus, and we get 1 winner out of these 6, you're not going to benefit from that. So that is the downside of doing it. Stake wise, this is sort of about it's just marginally less than doing. Actually, no, it's probably about right of doing a Lucky 31. So I've talked on the channel about I'm not a fan of Lucky 31s. Here I've got 6 horses and I've got a similar type of bet. So I think it might be 34 bets if I include the singles. So it's something like that. But I'd rather do a bet like this. The idea being, if we get one leg or two legs ideally in, and then you've got a couple of chances here to try and land something nice. And at the prices, it's viable enough that if you get a treble on here, hopefully we should be walking away with a profit. So even if looking really at 3 placings should be enough, I think, to make a profit. Borderline of some of the odds, but just about that's the way I've done it. So I wouldn't do this with short price horses. So if you're looking at kind of 8s, 9s, 10s, 12s, I wouldn't do it. Mr. Mac's the only short one, but this bet is viable to me because most of these horses are bigger prices. Hopefully that makes sense. Any questions, shove it in the comments. Any troubles trying to put it on, shove it in the comments and I'll see what I can do to help. All right. Golf, doing okay. So we've got Poulter and Lowry, who are kind of well enough in contention. Simpson and Berger aren't a million miles away. Thompson missed the cut, so kind of all to play for really. No one's in the money right now, but we've got 2 rounds to go, and there's about 70 odd players left in after the cut. So 4 out of 5, we've got chances. So keep your fingers crossed. It's a shame about Thompson. He only missed the cut by a couple, and he was the value play really, but with that comes a lot more risk. So happy enough with 4 out of 5 in. Alright, tomorrow 7 meetings, so it's probably going to be a busy day, and Bank Holiday Monday traditionally is a busy day, not as busy as it used to be. And those of you who've not bet, who are fairly new to betting, Bank Holiday Mondays used to be a nightmare. You'd have 16, 17 meetings sometimes. On Easter weekend you wouldn't have had yesterday at all, and they wouldn't normally have done Easter Sunday either sometimes. So Bank Holiday Monday used to be a nightmare. They've spread it across, but we've still got a couple of really busy days. So I'm certainly open to it might be more than a day stake tomorrow, but I don't know until I've looked at the detail. Alright, that is what I've got. I'm delighted to be back on full screen. I hope you are all doing really, really well. And the last thing I just want to say is thanks very much for everybody who is liking and continuing to follow what we're doing and following on the bets, because for those of you doing it day in, day out, yesterday was for you really, because I appreciate it gets a bit bland and a bit boring when every day you're just sort of talking about a little bit of a loss or a small win. So to have a nice win was, you can say it was due. I'm not going to complain. The channel's in decent enough profit, but yeah. So for those of you who've stuck to it, because there'll be people that who after 2 weeks of not very much exciting happening, they will walk away. This channel is something you need to kind of commit to if you're going to invest in it. Equally, you could just watch and enjoy, and hopefully I'm hilarious enough on my videos that you will keep watching even if you just don't take my bets. All right. That's me. Great. Have a great Easter Saturday. I will see you Easter Sunday morning. I'll try not to be too early in case people are out Easter egg hunting. All right. Thanks very much. Cheerio.